I think a common kind of thing that twins on this journey are going to ask, well, when I say twins, I mean the awakened one, the seeker, is going to be asking from the multitude of information out there, do I need to be detached? Everyone's saying, be detached. And you see all this spiritual stuff that's really preaching detachment like a must, right? And so you're sitting there and you're thinking to myself, I need to be detached, but every cell in my body is pulsing with this natural desire for my twin. And you're kind of just sitting there like, how do I be detached? It feels impossible. And then maybe you try to, do these methods, I don't know, or something where you're trying to really be detached and trying not to care, but it seems like you do that for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden, you realize you end up in a crying fit, and you realize, but every pulse and cell in my body yearns for them, and how can I detach or not want something that is seemingly so rooted in me? And there's a very good reason for all of this. And so the whole point of the twin flame journey is not detachment per se, not in the way that a lot of people use it. But the twin flame journey is actually about aligning that yearning and that pulsation for your twin and turning it inward and deepening into the vibration and pulse of love itself. Right? And that sounds poetic, and it is in a sense. But what it is, what your focus should be is not, okay, how do I detach on the twin? Because two reasons. The focus is still on the twin, right? Indirectly, you're still focusing on, okay, here's my twin, I need to experience detachment to get an outcome, or it's, I don't want this love that's really killing me, driving me insane, that's pulsing out of me for my twin, it's unbearable, it's ruining my life, I just want to be detached, I don't want to care about them anymore. And that again is, I'm trying to avoid the twin, I'm trying to push them away. And you can do that! You can do that. If you're an actual twin, eventually your system is going to cry or feel that sense of, I can't escape this journey. And so now you're sitting there, okay, what do I do? What do I do then? And here's the answer, is that you're not supposed to detach from them in the sense of, okay, I need to become detached to bring this outcome. And it's not about I need to escape them, and I just need to not care about them anymore. It's about acknowledging my very being craves them because they are recognition of the pure love and bliss that I truly am. And when you turn the attention away from detaching from them, from trying to get them, from missing them, from trying to not want them, and you just say to yourself, they are the recognition of my true nature of love and bliss, and I need to realign and dissolve into that love and bliss that I am. That's all I need to do, right? And let me tell you why this is a very different approach, and what's going to happen to your physical system when you're doing it like that is that your physical system isn't going to be feeling that you denied a core part of your spiritual journey, right? And your physical system is not going to be, your fear-based energy is going to be feeding on that heightened sense of, I don't want them, I can't stand them, I don't even care about them anymore. And right, that's going to be aversion, remember? So aversion and attachment are two dualities of the same kind of fear-based energy, right? So your fear-based energy is either wanting something or wanting to get away from something. So you're not wanting to want your twin in that kind of yearning, obsession way. And you're not wanting to be averse from them and not wanting them and, not caring about them and being like, I don't give a shit. But the balance happens when you focus on aligning to pure love and to that vibration. Because that energy that you're feeling, that yearning for your twin, that buzzing pulsation that's kind of coming out of you, that's wanting your twin, when that becomes transmuted into pure love, pure bliss, wholeness, and you're just radiating that, and you're just vibrating that, and you're just, you know, that energy is grounded in you, and that's when you start to naturally feel, yeah, I don't need my twin. You know, I actually don't care if we come together, or if we unite, because I am already one with them. I am one with that sweetness, with that romantic bliss. I feel them formlessly within the heart. We are united there eternally. In fact, everything, in a deep, deep sense, is romantically merged within the heart. And that's when the magic happens. That's when you're neutral towards the form of your twin. It's not, I don't want them at all. It's, you know, they're cute. I'd like them around. Why not? I mean, come on. You know? That's like the highest partner that I could have. Why not? You know? And you see that energy that I'm speaking with that kind of voice. The energy's a lot different from I need them. I need them. Or I just can't stand them. They suck. Those two energies are very different from that, right? And so you get to that space by saying, okay, I'm not trying to detach, but I'm not trying to get. I'm just turning to love. I'm dissolving into love. And if that's the focus, then any sense of natural detachment happens, but it's not a detachment that's an aversion to form, but it's also not being attached to the form. It's like a neutral kind of space. But yet that neutrality is very peaceful. It's very calm. It's very sweet. Right, it's, as I said before, it's, you know, I think to myself a lot, you know, my twin, she's so cute. She's so cute. But before I was like, oh my god, she's so beautiful. And then it was like, at one point I was like, oh, she's so beautiful, I hate her. She just, her form is taunting me. I need to just cut off from this completely. I'm going to become a monk. Right, very two different energies there. One is like very hopeless, romantic, lovesick, and the other is I'm going to be completely a renunciate and detached from all forms and beauty and everything like that. But the key that happened for me, and it is where union flows from with my twin, is I am love, I am bliss, I am beauty, and she's just an amplification of the vibration, the state, the ocean that I've already become one with, right? So she's just an expression of that. She's just a mirror of that. And so that's where the neutrality naturally comes in. It's not forced. It's not you're trying to get it. It's just you focus your attention on divine love, on unconditional love, and boom, all of a sudden, you know, the game changes, you know? So I just, you know, I wanted to have this video out here for people who maybe are stuck on, you know, attachment, and to know, okay, what can I do and what's the next step going forward?